Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today I am going to make zucchini relish with all my massive zucchinis. Here's the recipe, and I'll just show you all the different stages as I go through them, okay? First thing I'm doing is peeling all the zucchinis. So I have 4 big zucchinis and I'm peeling them all. So I peeled them all, and then I am removing the seeds with my scooper here. So I use it and I just run it along, and it's super easy, and it looks like this. That's what I do next. So as you can see, I cut the zucchini lengthways first, and then I can just chop them into really small pieces, because this is relish, so we want them to be really small pieces. And I found this is the fastest way, rather than doing it this way and then you have lots of little pieces. You have a nice long piece and then just go chop. Some people use mandolins. I don't. I like doing everything the old school way. I like to put more love and energy into all my cooking and baking. So yeah, you do what you want to do, I'll do what I want to do, okay? So I've chopped it all lengthwise, and the pieces you'll see are still slightly too big for my liking. So then I just mince one more time, because I want them to be about half that size for a relish. So I'm just going to mince it all, and keep in mind this is just 1 zucchini. So I'll have another 3 more to go. Or actually, this is half of the zucchini. So I have another 6 more to go. Anyways, yeah, there it is. So I've chopped up 1 zucchini, and now I'm going to add pickling salt. So here's the pickling salt. So I'm just going to add pickling salt to the zucchini. Make sure I have quite a bit. And then I'm going to stir it up. Want to make sure all the zucchini has some salt on it. And the recipe calls for doing this with all the vegetables, but I only salt the zucchini. I don't salt the red pepper or the onions. I don't see the need to, so I just let this, I'm gonna cut up the rest of the zucchini. When I add more zucchini, I'll add more salt, and then I'm gonna let it sit for 2 hours and let all the water drain out of the zucchini. So I've chopped up all the zucchini and coated it in salt, and already you can see how much water, and it's literally been like 20 minutes. So I'm gonna leave that for another hour and 40 minutes and do some other stuff, and yeah. So it's been a couple hours and I've been busy doing other things, so I've come back now, and as you can see, I'm draining the zucchini. I'm rinsing off all the salt. Got rid of a lot of the water from the inside of the zucchini, so now I'm just rinsing off that salt. I already did this, but I'm just showing you like basically what I did. That's what I did, and then just let it sit there and drain. And as you can see here, I have the other vegetables, which is just the onion and the red pepper, and that will be combined when I put them all in the pot. And over here I have my lids, which I boiled for 10 minutes. Now they're just sitting in the water, keeping warm. My empty pot, which I'm going to start using for my brine, which is the vinegar and the sugar and the spices. And then I have over here, grab a minute, I have my water. I brought my bath. This will be my bath. I brought it to a boil, and I just turned it off to keep warm. And then this is my jars that I'm boiling. boiling them for 10 minutes, and I'll just turn it off. So I'm gonna start making my brine, and then I'll add my vegetables, and I'll cook those for a bit according to the recipe. And then I'll start putting everything in jars and doing my processing in the water bath. There we go. So my vinegar, sugar, and spices is simmering now. You'll see that there's actually not that much in there. It was only 2 cups of vinegar, apple cider vinegar for this recipe. It's not always apple cider vinegar. I made that mistake once and it was disgusting. Anyways, yeah, so not super a lot of fluid, so don't worry, it's the right amount. So next I'm gonna add, I brought that to a simmer. Now I'm gonna add my, my vegetables to the pot, and I'm gonna simmer it for 10 minutes until that's done. So I've just added the vegetables, and as you can see, there's a lot in there. There's my my brine, and I'm just gonna cook this for about 10 minutes, bring it up to simmer again, cook it for 10 minutes, and then we'll be able to process. So it's been 10 minutes, and as you can see, it's all cooked now, so it's all ready to go in the jars. So I'm gonna grab a couple jars. Take the water out. Right close to the pot. One more jar. Right close to the pot. These gloves I have washed, just in case you're wondering about sterilization. So everything's very sterilized. That's really important. You don't want any bacteria to start up. I boiled my funnel in the water as well, in the bath water. So that's all clean. And I'm just gonna start filling up the jars like so. First, I'll move it right next to there, and then right close to the, there we go. So first I'm gonna fill it up with just the vegetables, without the juice. I'm gonna fill up the jars. I know it's funny that I use the spaghetti thing, but I find that's the best thing that I have on hand. You can use whatever you want. So you want to fill them up to a ½ inch ahead. Usually it looks really full in the funnel, but once you fill it up, it's ½ inch. So then just put some juice in there. There we go. And if you think that you have overfilled it a little bit, like me right now, you can just take some out. Just take a little bit of that out, the vegetables out. Just take a little bit of vegetables out. There you go. And then, so as you can see, even though it looked really full, it's about, yeah, ½ inch from the top. And so now I'm gonna grab one of my lids and rings, get the water off, shake the water off, and put that right on the jar. And I'm gonna very lightly tighten, just to keep all the vegetables and the juice in there in the bath. I'm not gonna tighten it too much, just a little bit. And so that the air can escape too. And I'll keep filling up my jars. So I filled up all the jars, and now I'm just gently raising them up, and I'm gonna put them in the bath for 10 minutes. And you have to make sure that they're covered with water, but ½ inch over, and they're boiling. So it's all good. I'll put the cover on, put the timer on for 10 minutes, take it out, and then I'll set them aside for 24 hours without touching them or fiddling with them. So it has been 24 hours and it looks like all my, oh, this lid didn't pop. See, perfect. I'm glad that happened because this one didn't take. That took. Oh, another one, two. This has never happened before. That's great. So these ones didn't take. It doesn't mean I can't still reprocess them. I will. I'll try reprocessing them today. But it means that you can't store them for a long period of time on the shelf. You could put this in the fridge and have it within a couple weeks, but I know we won't be able to do that. So I will reprocess those today. Meantime, I will take off these rings, give them all a wipe. These ones processed. Yeah, give them a little tug. Make sure that the glue's good on them. Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, so these are all good, these four. And so there you go. There's some zucchini relish that will be good to give away as a Christmas present. And I hope you enjoy this recipe and have fun giving away as gifts or just eating it. Take care.